From death-defying heights to insane heat and even a place where gravity seems to take a vacation. Here are the top 10 most dangerous places on Earth. The depression is located in the Afar Triangle, a region that sits at the junction of three tectonic plates, the Arabian, African, and Indian plates. These three plates are constantly moving, which creates a lot of seismic activity in the area. This is why the Danakil Depression is one of the most volcanically active places on Earth, with over 20 volcanoes in the area. Its sheer cliffs rise to 100 meters above the ground, and its narrow paths are often only wide enough for one person. Thousands of people attempt to climb Mount Huashan each year, but many turn back after seeing the dangerous conditions. Those who do decide to continue often have to use ladders and ropes to help them scale the mountain. The mountain is also home to a number of temples and shrines, which are only accessible by climbing. They're known for their beautiful beaches and clear waters, but they're also home to some of the most dangerous creatures in Greek mythology. The sirens were said to be half bird and half woman, and they lured sailors to their deaths with their beautiful singing. The Devil's Sea is a mysterious area located off the coast of Japan. Lake Kivu is a large, deep lake located in the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. It's the second largest lake in Africa and the 9th largest in the world. Lake Kivu is also one of the most dangerous lakes in the world. This is due to the high levels of carbon dioxide and methane gas that are dissolved in the water. If these gases were to escape suddenly, it could cause a massive explosion. The gas is the result of decaying organic matter in the depths of the lake. In 1986, a small part of the gas escaped from the lake and caused a small explosion. This explosion killed 37 people and injured 200 others. The gas is also believed to be responsible for the sinking of several boats on the lake. It's said to be a place where ships and planes disappear without a trace. The first recorded disappearance in the Deadliest Sea was in 1955 when a Japanese transport plane went missing. Since then, dozens of ships and planes have supposedly vanished in the Devil's Sea. Some believe that the Devil's Sea is home to a giant whirlpool that sucks everything in. Others believe that it's a portal to another dimension. But the truth is, no one really knows what happens in the Devil's Sea. What we do know is that it's one of the most dangerous places on Earth. In Greek mythology, the sirens were known for their deadly song. Any sailor who heard their singing would be entranced and would eventually crash their ship into the rocks. The sirens are said to have lived on the island of Crete, but they may have also lived on other islands throughout the Mediterranean Sea. The ancient Greeks were well aware of the dangers posed by the sirens, and they warned sailors to stay away from their islands. To protect themselves from the sirens, sailors would often plug their ears with beeswax or tie themselves to the mast of their ship. And if that wasn't enough, the depression is also home to some of the hottest springs on the planet, including the Erde volcano, which has been continuously erupting for the past 60 years. Lake Natron is a large, shallow lake located in northern Tanzania. The lake is famous for its high concentration of sodium carbonate, which is a compound used to make glass, paper, and textiles. The sodium carbonate in Lake Natron is what gives the lake its red color. The lake is also home to a large population of flamingos. Every year, thousands of flamingos flock to Lake Natron to breed. But the lake's high sodium carbonate levels are toxic to the flamingos, and many of them end up dying. The carcasses of these flamingos often wash up on the shore, creating a bizarre landscape of dead birds. Mount Vesuvius is one of the most famous volcanoes in the world. They're located in the Afar Triangle, which is an area of northern Ethiopia. The mines are used to extract potash, which is a type of fertilizer. The Dalo mines are one of the most dangerous places on Earth to work. The miners have to dig through solid rock using nothing but pickaxes and shovels. They work in complete darkness, and the air is filled with poisonous gases. In spite of the danger, the miners are able to produce 1 million tons of potash each year. It is located near the city of Naples, and it is here that the Roman city of Pompeii was destroyed in 79 AD. It's an isolated community of around 10,000 people who live in a natural gas field. The oasis is surrounded by sand dunes, and it's only accessible by camel or on foot. The people who live in the oasis have to carry all of their supplies with them on their backs. The climate in the oasis is extremely hot and dry, with temperatures reaching 50 degrees Celsius in the summer. There is very little vegetation in the area, and the people must ration their water carefully. In spite of the harsh conditions, the people of the oasis are happy and they have a strong sense of community. They rely on each other for help and they share their resources equally. The volcano is 281 meters high, and it's the third highest volcano in Italy. Mount Vesuvius is a stratovolcano, which means that it's made up of layers of ash and lava. The volcano is dormant, meaning that it hasn't erupted in the past 1,000 years, but it's considered to be one of the most dangerous volcanoes in the world. This is because Mount Vesuvius is located close to a major city and millions of people live within its blast radius. If Mount Vesuvius were to erupt today, it would cause catastrophic damage to the surrounding area. So if you're anywhere near here when the ground starts shaking, you'd better get out of there fast before it's too late. Number 10. The Danakil Depression in northwest Ethiopia is one of the most inhospitable places on the planet. 9. The Mawson's Lake in Australia. Mawson's lakes are located in the northern part of South Australia, and they were formed around 14,000 years ago when sea levels fell during the last ice age. The lake is about 7 kilometers long and 3 kilometers wide, and its water is so salty that it is actually toxic to humans. The salinity of the lake is around 5 times higher than that of seawater. It is so salty because the water in the lake evaporates very quickly due to the high temperatures in the area. As the water evaporates, it leaves behind all the salts and minerals, which makes the lake even saltier over time. The high salt content in the water makes it very dense, and this means that anything that falls into the lake is very difficult to get out of. Many animals, such as birds and fish, have been known to become trapped in the thick, sticky mud at the bottom of the lake. The mud can be up to 3 meters thick, and it is very difficult to escape from once you are stuck in it. Number 8. Death Valley in Eastern California. Death Valley is the hottest, driest, and lowest national park in the United States. The valley is located in the Great Basin, and it's surrounded by towering mountains. The park is 400 square kilometers in size, and it receives less than 7.6 centimeters of rain per year. The highest temperature ever recorded in Death Valley was 56.7 degrees Celsius in July 1913. That is hot enough to cook an egg in just under 2 minutes. The name Death Valley was given to the area by a group of Mormon pioneers in 1849. They were traveling through the valley when they realized that it was basically a giant salt flat with no way out. They thought they were going to die of starvation or thirst, so they named the place Death Valley. Luckily, they were able to make it out alive, but not before losing several members of their party to the harsh conditions. Death Valley is home to a number of unique plants and animals that have adapted to the extreme conditions. Some of these include the creosote bush, which can live for hundreds of years, and the desert kangaroo rat, which can survive without drinking water. Number 7. Mount Huaishan in China. Mount Huaishan is one of the most dangerous mountains on Earth. Number 6. Mount Vesuvius in Italy. 5. The Dolomites in Ethiopia. The Dolomites are a series of underground tunnels that were dug out by hand in the 1960s. 4. The Ghadames Oasis in Libya. The Ghadames Oasis is located in the Sahara Desert in Libya. Number 3. The Sirens in Greece. The Sirens are a group of islands located in the Ionian Sea off the coast of Greece. 2. Lake Natron in Tanzania. Number 1. The Devil's Sea. And now for number 11, we have Lake Kivu in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. What do you think of these dangerous places? Would you dare to visit any of them? Let us know in the comments below.